that, so I'm just gonna hit record and we're gonna get going. Ladies and gentlemen, let us continue. Thing to pick up. There we go. Alright. Let's,
What can I get for you?
well, I guess let's grab this while we're here.
Thanks a bunch.
And then let's begin. Welcome, care for some pistachio ice cream? I made it the way Easterners do, with milk. Our bad eat camel's milk specifically. Ooh, consider my interest thoroughly piqued. I'd say it passes visual inspection too. Alright, we'll take the whole... Hold it right there, kiddos. You guys eat any more and you're going to end up losing your breakfast. And your second breakfast. Besides, isn't this the lady who posted the 4SPG on the bulletin board? Wait a second, are you saying you're... The Fixers, reporting for duty. We're here to help. We're taking up 4SPGs on behalf of Arc Red Solutions. That being said, though, it doesn't feel like this request would require a Spriggan. What are you talking about? A lost Tharbadi specialty? I mean, if that doesn't sound like a complicated matter, I don't know what does. And I'm kind of curious about this dessert she mentioned, too. Why don't we at least hear her out? Never met two people more so devoted to their stomachs. Well, I suppose it would prove useful to widen our net here, given that we are meant to be gathering information. Well, I'm sorry, didn't mean to cause you all any trouble or anything. It's just the mystery's been nagging at me for a while, so I finally decided to give in and put up a request. Alright, for now, why don't you just give us the rundown? Of course, let's see, about 15 years ago, there was a stall in Tharbad that sold the most delicious dessert. It had this perfectly flaky dough that was filled with this delicious red bean paste, and they served it with ice cream too. I only had it once, but to this day I still can't get the taste out of my head. But because I was so little when I ate it, all my memories about the details are pretty hazy. I think it was an old lady who manned the stall, but at some point she just stopped setting up shop in the area. But I'd like to see the dessert make a comeback in Tharbad. It'd be a shame to let it be lost to history, you know? So can you help me? Why not? Doesn't really sound like we've got much to go off of here, but what the heck. Heck, we've got two rugrats up for the job, and who am I to tell them no? We'll have that dessert back in no time. But on one condition. Condition? Oh, what's that, LP? If you do manage to recreate the dessert, as a reward, we want 10, no 100. You're trying to put the woman out of business? Doubt I'll be able to make 100 of them, but I would like to sell them at my stand. If we can figure out how to make them, that is. But, seeing as I'll probably need to make a test batch before I can take any money for them, why don't we share a few then? You got yourself a deal. Indeed. How now, for possible leads. Right, I've tried asking my parents, friends, distant acquaintances, but nobody has a single clue where to start looking. Kinda sounds like old Granny Goodies was a cryptid or something. But if this dessert really was as delicious as you say it was, there's gotta be someone else who remembers it, right? From what you've told us so far, it sounds like it was a pretty high-end treat. So, how about we try tackling it from that angle? High-end treat, huh? Well, there's one place that knows high-end. It would be the hotel we were too poor to stay at. Shall we make our way over now, then? Good, and remember, I'm counting on you.
We'll sort this Forest PG out in no time. Hey, stop on by!
So this is the famous Ultramir.
Ah. Let me ask you this.
A dessert that existed 15 years ago? Well, you know something? You do, don't you? Stick to using that mouth for chewing and chewing only, alright? Sorry, but I am actually familiar with what you're referring to. It was a favorite of the locals back in the day. That being said, though, as I only came to Tharbad around 5 years ago. Oh. Sounds like you're still pretty familiar with the dessert. Regardless, think you could give us an idea of what we should be looking for? Well, according to the people who have tried it, its most distinctive feature seems to be the texture given to it by crisp, thin strings of dough. I imagine it must be similar to a dessert that originated in Elsam, Nefay. However, I've never heard of Nefay being served in a rolled shape. It makes me wonder if that was someone's unique take on the dish. A recipe this old woman of ours may have modified that. And seeing as it would have been based on a Central Eastern dessert, it makes sense that the locals would be so fond of it. Yeah, but if it looked different, no wonder it had our client confused. But our hunch about it being high-end Central Eastern dessert was correct then, right? I'd like to try asking someone who's actually tasted it, but yeah, alright, let's see if we can find anyone who's eaten the thing.
All right.
Leave it to me.
Very good. So this is the
Sure thing.
famous Altamira.
Let me ask you this.
A fabled luxury dessert, you say? And you're asking if I've eaten it? What a silly question. Listen well, common folk. There's only one thing that would fit the bill. Oh, have we finally hit the jackpot? What did it taste like? Come on, tell us. If there was a dish in this world that has been referred to as high-end, I assure you that I almost certainly have eaten it. The young master has a weakness for sweets, you see, particularly desserts. I didn't need to know that, Hardy. Anyway, I was 7 when I first tasted it, and I'll remember the experience until the day I die. Pistachios and raw cocoa mixed with red bean paste, then wrapped up in rolls of flaky dough. And man, those subtle citrusy notes in the ice cream that came with it. Secret ingredient, schmeekrant ingredient. That was dried lemon, no doubt. Oh. Damn, that really does sound good. Would you happen to remember who was selling it? Selling it? I think it's been some sort of misunderstanding here. Huh? What does that mean? The dessert the young master was speaking of is the one that was served at a temple in the cultural district on a national holiday. When he visited to pray, he simply happened to come across someone handing it out to the public. He was determined to have some, no matter the cost. Well, could you blame me? It wasn't just tasty, it was pretty too. It's a shame they haven't served it since. Ah, but that reminds me, I believe it was being sold at a street stall for some time as well. Are you serious? And you didn't tell me? I'll buy their whole business, stall and all. Unfortunately, young master, they seem to have gone out of business years ago. What? Why? Huh, he actually looks pretty hurt about the whole thing. Feel kind of bad for the guy. Well, in any case, it seems we found our next lead, no? Right, to the temple. Now, that guy feels like, this guy feels like the kind of guy where it's like he's uppity, but he would so totally have saved the business by just like investing in it. Also, hi, Neko.
Hustle up, gang.
Central Eastern cultures.
Oh, really? Oh, there it is.
Fascinating. Get your spices here. Come and see if you like.
Tyrell time.
A moment of your time.
A dessert we served at the temple? Well, yes, the Central East temples do have a custom of serving sweets on national holidays. We offer a variety every year, but I believe the one you're looking for in particular is Kamar Nefe. Nefe. Kamar Nefe. Hey, we found it at last, LP. Finally, it's so it's super delicious, right? It is indeed. We last served it in our temple about 15 years ago, but apparently someone opened up a food stall for it right after. They saw how popular it was, I suppose, and felt the need to meet the demand. Well, that lines up with everything we've heard so far. Would you happen to be familiar with the person capable of making this dessert? Well, I've only met her really, and that was 15 years ago. Her name was Rafa. Father Mukhtar. You two were acquainted? Indeed, we were friends, in fact. She was a relative of Hilal Tavern and inn's owner, and though she didn't live in Tharbad, she often visited our temple to pray. She tended to come on holidays in particular, so she could offer her sweets to the people of the city. I see. Her age necessitated she retire from her culinary pursuits, however, and for some reason she decided to leave her nefe recipe to me, but you see, there seems to be a secret technique to rolling the dough that, despite my best efforts, I've been wholly unable to reproduce. If you're interested, I wouldn't mind showing you the recipe card. You'll likely be able to do more with it than I ever could. Oh, yes, please. After the Vicar brought out the recipe, Kevin quickly copied it down. Man, 15 years ago, huh? Imagine Tharbad's changed a heck of a lot since then. Heard that it was around the time the city was expecting some serious growth, too. Correct. That was when the entertainment district was established, which, given its nature, created friction with the cultural district. Actually, it was that very tension that Rafa was hoping to relieve with her nefe. Huh, maybe eating some could help us, too. Complicated matters related to the fabled dessert. Heard, eh? It would seem Nadia was correct in her assumption after all. Wait, what are we talking about? We're talking about Raxor showing up. Hi, Raxor. You know, it's funny, honey. They were like, "Wait, is Van gonna be upset with us that we were using his 4SPG thing without asking?" And now I'm just sitting here thinking, just tell him about this quest. Because we all know what his reaction is gonna be if you describe this quest to him. What? You brought back a famous Central Eastern dessert? Back into the limelight? Yeah, no, I do more 4SPGs if you like. Yeah, I mean, to be fair, it's Swin and Nadia, so I'm 99% sure he would absolutely just be like, yeah, no, it's fine. Fine. But it's just funny to think about that he would be like even more so on board if they told him about this quest specifically. Come on, guys, time to head over to our final destination, Hillel Tavern and Inn. Only then will this dessert's true form be revealed. Yeah, we're coming. You know, considering how Nadia is acting, and Nadia and Swing are acting, I'm kind of finding it fitting that Kevin's with them, actually, in this one.
Oh, it's way too hot outside.
And if you're wondering why, well, Nadia and Swin's dynamic feels kind of similar to Estelle and Joshua's. It is definitely different, like vastly different, but it kind of feels like it's in the same vein, you know?
Let me ask you this.
Did you say Equamar Nefe? Well, of course I know what that is. After all, Rafia's my auntie. Your auntie? Auntie? Well, I guess as we did hear she was a relative of yours. See, you can trace our family line back to the times of the nomadic desert tribes. We settled here in Tharbad when it was still a small oasis town, but Auntie Rafia chose to remain a nomad. That being said, though, she made plenty sure to visit us whenever she was in the area. After all, she was still family, you know? Every time she came to town, she'd make her Nefeh. Hey, and I'd be right there giving her a helping hand. A shame she passed away 15 years ago. Which would be why the dessert disappeared, because its maker passed away 15 years ago. I had a feeling that was what it was. That's why it was lost to history. So, she's gone. But if you helped her make it in the past... I do like this quest. Yes, this is an interesting quest. Basic, but interesting. That's right. Got all the tricks to it down pat. Never learnt the whole recipe, admittedly, but you said you picked it up at the temple, right? In that case, I should be able to recreate it, maybe even to a T. Really? Woohoo! We're finally able to eat the long-lost dessert of legend. Such enthusiasm. My auntie would have loved to hear it. Did you want us to help make it as well? Well, seeing as our client did promise we could sample her test batch, least we could do is help with some of the prep. Honestly, this whole mystery process thing has got me kind of curious anyway. After summoning Philica to Hillel Tavern and Inn, Hala taught her the special Nefe kneading trick. Then, upon mastering the basics, she began her attempt to making the fabled dessert, her Quamar Nefe, which Blue Wolf is probably horribly mispronouncing every time it comes up, but that's because he's not very good at pronouncing things. Don't remind me. God, if there's one thing I want them to change in the Sky 2 Remake's localization that I hope they fucking fix, it's for them to stop calling liberal liberal. Pronounce it liberal like it's fucking supposed to. You have 13 games of localization to fucking get it right. I know technically you've got 8 games of localization where they say it properly, but you get my point. That's 8 games of actual like voiced dialogue, with the proper localization, if you're wondering. Yeah, and that actually is my problem. That is the other problem I have with it. Oh, I'm pretty sure they spell it wrong too in the localization, now that I'm thinking about it. No, it is actually spelled properly? Oh. Okay. I'm wrong on that. And finished. Wow, it's so pretty. And that aroma, I can't get enough. Is this real? Am I actually getting the chance to eat the dessert of my dreams once more? You're crying before you've even taken the first bite? That's a bit much, don't you think? Kevin, come on now. Oh. This would be no different if you got the chance to get a chocolate kiss from Rufina again. No, I don't care how much of a tonal whiplash that is. It was actually freaking. That was actually freaking awesome. Yeah, it was honest. The chocolate kiss I always felt was the first the first step to Kevin's recovery. Like Kevin ended up more put together, started becoming more put together at that point. It was traumatic for him, yes, but an important bit, because that was effectively him snapping out of, well, all the other trauma that he was dealing with. We've practically taken over the whole tavern. Won't this be an issue for Hala's business? Well, given that she went to all the trouble of helping us, we could partake as well, so her efforts don't go to waste, of course. Whoa, these flavors are out of this world. I heard it was good, obviously, but the flavor, the aroma, the texture, they really are in perfect harmony. I don't even know what to say, it's just amazing. Indeed, I can tell great care went into its creation. It's best suited to the summer, I imagine. The heat adds an interesting component to the experience. Fascinating. This is truly a Tharbadi specialty. We need to buy this recipe. Definitely worth all the... Oh, more please. What, you're already at 5. That should be plenty, young lady. Jesus, Lapis. The taste is so nostalgic I almost fainted, but it feels like these girls are enjoying it more than I am. Don't take it personally. Don't take it personally, Felicia. Felica. Felica. That's just Nadia and Lapis. Thus, Kamar Nafe was the once lost Tharbadi specialty was successfully brought back to the city. His blue will those lights flicker. After receiving permission from the proprietress Ishala, Filica even added it as a special menu item to her stall. However, when Nadia decided to so thoughtfully send Van a report on the incident, he replied with a long, bitter message that for propriety's sake, it will be summed up with his primary sentiment, "Wish I could have had some too."
Woohoo! 3 cheers for us!
Positive to story. Honestly, enough said.
Money for our coffers.
Oops. Wasn't expecting Law to get up to level 2, but there it is. Alright.
Zoom, zoom!
Now that we've gotten all of that out of the way, It's finally time. Oh, wait, one last thing. Very important. Very important. Very necessary. Well, actually, technically two very important things.
Hey, stop on by! What can I get for you?
Wow, 10 CP regained. If I wasn't about to go to a specific place, Ace, I'd frickin' go there, absolutely. Which was it?
Zoom, zoom!
This one?
Welcome to Marjan Hamam. How about a shard search? Are you entering?
Yes. Because I'd like to restore my CP, thanks.
Been staying here forever.
It's a short day, so I'll be going for probably another
I think
4
I might
hours.
be liquefying.
Ugh. Going until
Perhaps I'll
about
make this a habit.
I'm glad you seem to enjoy yourself.
All right. Now to the entertainment district.
Let's head out.
I use that as a shortcut for the record. Top floor.
I can exchange your tokens for prizes.
Gift for Rufus.
Thank you very much.
Allow me to assist.
The bad mojito.
I hope to see you again.
Okay. Oh, would you look who it is?
Cool.
Are you serious? A royal frickin' flush? You cheated, huh? You must have. How else could you have beaten me?
Cheated? Nah. Your luck just ran out, kid. Guess the goddess doesn't smile upon lowlifes who hide cards up their sleeves.
Beautiful. Also, now I see who Kevin was here to see. While we're on the subject.
Seriously? You thought a party trick like that would get you a win against Jack? A loss is a loss, so I think it's time you took it on the chin.
We'll be happy to hear you out, sir. In the back. Wait, no! You got every last coin of my mirror back. Oh, I can't possibly thank
Just
you
hope
enough.
you've learned your lesson, young lady. Gambling's not something to be taken lightly. But if playing with fire's your kind of fun, a fine man like myself could.
Anyway, you take care of yourself now, you hear?
Man, your gift for the game never gets any duller. No wonder it made for bestseller material.
Wait a sec. No good priest? The hell are you doing all the way out here? And in a casino, no less.
Long time no see, Kevin. That's, quite the group you got with you.
Bestseller material, I see. So you refer to Gambler Jack. Yep, it's been too long, Trevor. Trevor? Al? Al? Care to do a little catching up? So you know them, huh? Took the words right out of my mouth. Didn't realize you guys had already met. We never got too mixed up with them on our last misadventure, but Van introduced us, yeah. Just to set the record straight, the no-good priest here has been using our informant services for a good while now. The lot of us have had our share of joint efforts with Van, too. Huh. I think so? Could be wrong. Can't believe Kevin's rolling with you guys, though. And that's not even counting sunglasses over here. A pleasure. Dingo Bread spoke of you quite a bit. I've given your written exploits a read as well. Truly, it is an honor to meet the subject matter themselves. Real flattering. As is for the other way around, we can't just waved off the rumors that you weren't actually dead. And yet, here's the household name himself in the flesh. Don't suppose we should be calling you John Doe now. Please, call me whatever you wish. Excuse me, but what you were doing earlier was gambling, right? Did you make a lot of money? It looked as though you won it big. He did, but that game was on behalf of a client. She got scammed by some shady con artist, so we took it on the request to clear her debts, and gave the culprit a taste of his own medicine to boot. So you cheated too? Ooh, even though you called him out for it? It's only cheating if you get caught, kid. Ooh, teach me your ways, oh saint of opportunities. I tire of vacationing in squalor. The time is nigh that we can multiply our assets 100-fold. Let's not add scamming to our rap sheet, alright? Not exactly the most covert crowd here, huh? Must be especially thorny circumstances if you're throwing in with them. Not like it's ever any other way when I get roped into the mix. You two are here for more than just a game of proxy poker, though, aren't you? Gotta be a damn good reason you would schlep your way out to Tharbad now of all times. Huh. Us running into each other wasn't just a coincidence then, was it? You want info, and you want me to provide it. Heads. Tails. Tails. That's that then. And I'll take on one request. I'll take on one request and we'll go from there. Jack, you're not even going to ask me about it first? Hey, this could be just the stroke of fate we need. Going along with them might gain us some insights on our own. Unbelievable. That exchange just now. It felt like the conversation was over before I could even parse it. Watching you old forts try to outcool each other isn't exactly my idea of a good time, you know. Ditto to that. The flip was probably rigged to go like this anyway. Well, excuse us for trying to stage a good scene. Ease up on the insults, please. Wouldn't want us grown men busting our waterworks. Anyway, back to the matter at hand. What is it you want us to look into? I want to know about the word nerd on the street. I want to know what the word on the street was in Tharbad of 20 years ago. What? That more confuses me than anything. Why is he wanting to know something from 2 decades ago? Whispers on the wind and you wouldn't find in any official documents. If it sounds like a bunch of supernatural hocus pocus, even better. Oh, brother, always with the insane asks. Fine, I'll reach out if we find anything. But just so you know, our billables, those are going to be sky high on this one. Got that? Sure do. I'll leave you to it. They seemed awfully quick to give in. I wonder what it is that made the difference. Yeah, especially since with such a bonkers request. I mean, where do you even start for gossip 2 decades old? Oh, there's plenty of angles to tackle it from. A girl as sharp as you should already know that. Plus, it ain't their first rodeo. Trust me when I say they'll figure it out. Anyway, that's a wrap here, I think. Ready to move on? But the slots and card games look so much fun. I'm afraid you'll have to wait until you're a proper adult to enjoy them, as with the alcohol. Let's just go. Connection events are now available. Now, we may have fumbled around a bit at first, but I'm pretty sure I've got everything I need. All that's left now is to confirm a few things on my own, but... What's up, Mr. Onion? Mr. Onion would actually fit better on someone else I know. But don't tell me there's a walking, talking onion out there. Hate to break it to you, but I think he's saying someone else's hair looks more like an onion than his does. He's referring to the man who heads one of Liberal's foremost research firms. Their crisis management capabilities are second only to Marduke's. Of course you two are familiar. Bet they even get along, too. Anyway, considering it's already 3, why don't you all head off for a break? Hey, there's even a Haman here. Here, I say you go have a nice leisurely sweat, and Father Kevin. You said you wanted to see what we're capable of, didn't you? Then doesn't it only make sense that we're there for whatever it is you're planning? Exactly. We have as much right to be there as you do. Plus, if you're going to go to some strip club or something, you need to make sure to report that to your childhood friend with evidence. You wouldn't even know how to contact her. I mean, all's I want is a little peek. I knew it. A strip club? Perhaps I'll explain when you're older. On that note, however, I wouldn't mind accompanying you, Kevin. Oh, tonight sound like a plan then? Yeah, and I have to agree with that. Richard's head an onion? That doesn't fit. Swin's hair looks more like an onion than frickin' Richard's. Yeah, that's true. Did you want to go too, Wes? Huh? I don't think I'd meet the age requirement. Plus, why would I even need to go when I have you? Anyway, let's get back on topic. I'd say it's safe to assume you figured something out, something definitive. Yeah, exactly. Also, I like that Swin is just like... Nadia's like, what, did you want to go with them, S? And Swin is just like, I'm pretty sure I don't meet the age requirement, and no, I don't need to go into a club to see tits. Like, there's only one woman I'm interested in, and she's right here. Credit where it's due on that one. Yeah. Same, honestly. Or maybe you just need to slot in the last piece of the puzzle. Fine, fine, you guys can come. But, is your partner there gonna be okay? She's looking like she's trapped on Cloud 9. Gosh, Az, you're practically wrapped around my finger, aren't you? At this rate, you're going to out-affection me, and that I will not allow. Whoa, Nadia looks like a boiled octopus, but she's wriggling around like a jellyfish. What you see before you, Lapis, is what happens when one is in the spring of their youth. So where exactly are we headed? Where we can get a good view of the entire oasis, the cultural district. And of course, that would be the way Rufus would describe it. Alright, so now we have connection events. Of course, we've got two points and 3 events.
Appreciate it.
Oh, thanks, Az. I'll add it to my shrine.
My gratitude.
Thank you.
Alright, let's see. So we have Can I Trust Them, which is a Swin and Nadia event. Small Talk with a Poker Face, which is a Rufus event. And the Starving Princess. Okay. Yeah, can't really go wrong with any of them. I think the one I'm gonna lock in. I think the one I'm gonna lock in is the Lapis one. This looks like it might be a good spot. Hup. I've got a bite. That's one more time. Ha! Yeah. Hup. Come on! Why can't I catch anything? Lapis? Oh, Kevin, have you come to fish as well? Nah, I was wondering where you went. Thought I'd see what you were up to. I didn't expect you to find you volunteering to clean up the oasis. I'm so impressed. Here, have a candy. Oh, I'm just messing with you, sorry. Guess I never pegged you for an angler. Not that you seem to be doing a good job of it. I do not require your pity. Unrelated, but are you any good at fishing? I'm alright. I don't mean to brag, but I do manage to keep myself fed when I'm out on trips. Oh, if you'd like, I can give you some pointers? Please! Oh, and may I have that candy too? This candy's delicious. Well, great. You know, you're more outdoorsy than I thought. I mean, going fishing and all. I take it that's Swin and Nadia's influence? Yes, they taught me how to fish when we first started our journey together. Did you know that fish you catch yourself are super tasty? Really? Then how many fish have you caught? Just a few. But I caught a bunch on my own before, I swear. Maybe you're just not used to that new body of yours yet. Fishing is like a conversation. Whatever panic you feel will travel through the rod down into the water and alert the fish. So, first things first, lower your line and into the water slowly and wait. Even if something bites, you must remain calm. Okay, I'll give it a try. You know, you are surprisingly nice to me considering you are cold to everyone else. Say what now? What? It could be a while before something bites. We might as well have a conversation of our own. I'm not trying to be nice to you, Lapis. I'm basically just giving you a sort of candy to make you sure you do your job properly from here on out. Huh. Would that be called nihilism? You really shouldn't say something like that to someone. They would never have to know otherwise. You're the one who asked. Well, whatever. Maybe talking about social subtleties is a little tough for you. Maybe, but that's why Rufus and I are such a great pair. But what about you, Kevin? I heard you used to do these sorts of jobs a long time ago. But this is hardly used to, is it? You got me there. I suppose being an adult means knowing when to flip the switch. Guess that's why I was selected for this. Huh, I don't really get it, but that sounds tough. I mean, I don't know what reaction I expected, but why am I even talking to you like this? Don't ask me what's going on in your head. But, you know, I'm kind of jealous of you. Me. I've never once doubted who I am. At the end of the day, I'm probably never going to change. There's no reason for me to change myself, and no reason for anyone to change me.
But a few months ago, when I became Altera, I encountered the feelings and sins of Swin, Nadia, and so many others. And ever since then, I sometimes have this feeling of uncertainty. Not knowing what that uncertainty is only makes me feel worse. I am me. But is that really enough?
I see. Sorry, but I don't have any words of comfort for you. Nor do I think you'll find those answers with Rufus and the others. You're just gotta think it through for yourself. You gotta find that answer on your own.
On my own?
Yep.
Yeah, you're right. I get that feeling too. You know, you're actually a nice guy, Kevin.
You know, honestly, I always felt like Lapis had room to grow. It was just a case of her time as Altera accelerated it. No, Lapis, I already told you. Fine, sure, I'm a nice guy. Whoa, I better reel this in fast. Hold on, remember to remain calm. You gotta let it exhaust itself once it bites. Now, up. I did it, and it's huge. Wow, I wonder what it tastes like. That's your first thought. This is all because of you, Kevin. Thanks so much. I mean, I didn't really do anything, but you're welcome, I guess. Alright, time to catch an entire school.
Is that really enough, huh? Can't say I don't know what that feels like.
Yeah. Yeah. Huh. Yeah. The two of them continued at it, catching multiple fish. They brought the fruits of their labor back to the inn where they cooked and ate the fish together with everyone else.
Yeah, baby. That's the way it goes. That's the way it goes.
All right. I think I'll probably lock in the Swin and Nadia one. So let's check Rufus's. Rufus's group, Kevin's group decided to take a short break. So you decided to join me after all. Glad to have your company, Kevin. Figured I might as well, you know. Though I gotta say, I'm surprised you'd invited me to a casino of all places. But I guess you do kind of look like the gambling type. Let's just say I frequently poked my head into the entertainment district back in the Imperial capital. I invited you here today because I was hoping we could have a chat. Chat? You and I haven't yet had a proper sit-down and discussed what's really going on. You're right, we haven't. Such a lack of conversation hardly leads to a healthy relationship between client and contractor. So I thought that a card game might be the perfect tool to loosen lips, as it were. And as an added bonus, I'll have a chance to fortify my failing fortunes. You admit you're just trying to rip me off. Well, why not? You went out of your way to invite me, so I'll play along. Can't say I wouldn't mind taking what little cash you have left. Then shall we begin? I'll swap 2 cards. At the risk of sounding late on the uptake, I admit that it seems things are quite rough for you. They are sending you all the way out here after all. You even had to find your collaborators on site, as unconventional a way to operate as I've ever heard. Swapping 1 card. Heh, well, it's been like this for a long time. They even sent me to Liberl and Crossbell on my own. That's not quite true, is it? You had backup then. Things are different this time around. For now, I must say, including your current request, your notorious boss has been giving you rather violent orders. Well, she is as violent as she looks. I'll say this, while she's happy to exploit us, she's never made the wrong call. Which is why I'm happy to play things by ear. That's a flush, by the way. 2 pairs for me. You win this round. Shall we continue? I'll raise. Must have some pretty hot cards. By the way, you ever consider just heading back home? I know you and your little brother were close. Let me guess, you still keep in touch secretly? Seems like he's got a bunch of people around him who could help with that. Only to inform him that I still live. He has grown tremendously. There's no need for his unworthy, disowned older brother to show up. You saying you aren't relying on your cards in the Empire? Forgive me for taking that with a grain of salt. Yeah, I can't exactly blame Kevin for calling that. Calling bull on that. Oh, speaking of cards, I've got myself a good hand. Is that so? Then I expect you'll stay in as I raise. Huh? You must be feeling really confident. Indeed, you'll come to regret it if you underestimate me, just like you underestimate them. Huh. And what about your hand? At first glance, you appear to have your cards in order, but I sense an overhanging guilt. Yeah, I could see the Rufina stuff still kind of bothering him. Not enough to interfere with his job, but enough that it's in his mind. I'm going to have to fold on this one. How unfortunate. I looked forward to earning more out of this royal straight flush. You weren't bluffing? That hand's insane. Ugh, let's go again. Oh, Reese. Yeah, well, Reese would be a part of that. That's like all of that stuff. All of that stuff. Reese, East Rufina, the whole 9 yards. Yes, he put the whole Rufina thing to bed, but that doesn't mean it just stops affecting him altogether. After all, trauma has no expiry date. Man, you're tough. Your poker face is every bit as good as I'd heard. You've proven quite formidable yourself, considering your opponent. Even now, you've yet to show me your true colors. Kinda goes both ways, doesn't it? I'm still trying to figure out just how good you are, Swin and Nadia included. A couple of games of poker doesn't mean I can suddenly trust you. I think it's a matter of whether or not you want to trust us. Connections begin when we remove cold calculations and self-interest. Nothing will happen until you take a leap, just like I did when I first met Lapis and the others. Color me surprised. I never thought I'd hear something like that coming from you. Let us just say I'm a product of my life's experiences. I'm sure you've had enough yourself, even more than me. But even with all your life lessons, it appears to me that as if you are suppressing your true self. You have a mission you must see to the end at all costs, even if it means just distancing yourself from those you care for. Am I wrong? You're hardly a match for the rumors. I wouldn't have pegged you as someone who was so interested in others. I simply have people I care about now. Which means I will do whatever I must to make sure they aren't harmed in any way. And that starts with finding out just what it is you're after. Sorry, but I can't go blabbing about that just because you asked. All I can really do is show you my resolve. And that I'm ready and willing to dirty my own hands in order to protect everything.
It seems we both have full houses. I suppose this ends in a draw.
Damn. Win there would have really helped me to look cool.
Agreed. Very much so.
But I suppose this too is the guidance of the goddess.
Indeed. I shall be keeping a close eye on you as we work. Prove to me this resolve of yours is deserving of our help. Personally, I truly hope that it is.
I appreciate it. And don't worry. I'll do everything I can to prove you right.
After that, the pair continued gambling to enjoy gambling at the casino, before they met up with their friends to resume work. That was actually really damn good. Excuse me. Damn it, I messed up. Ah. Ugh. I thought I had clicked it, but I didn't. Ah! All right. Whew. All right, so there we go. Positives for the 2 connection events that we've seen. Now for the 3rd one. That damn onion priest said he had some stuff to take care of. Time to see what he's up to. We'll uncover his secrets. Hey, I think we should call it quits. There's no point in rocking the boat right now. Oh, come on. I know you're not happy with how things are right now either. Just because we took a vow doesn't mean he gets to talk to us like that. Maybe not, but since we're going to be working together, can't we just wait and see how things shake out? We could, but he was totally looking down on us. He was all, I'll be keeping an eye on you. Surely there's nothing wrong with us returning the favor, right? I mean, yeah, I guess. Honestly, I don't like the idea of only him getting to keep tabs on others. Exactly. I knew you felt the same way as me. Okay, it's been a while since we've tailed someone, so let's go all out. He's just kind of walking, not shopping or anything. I know what he's up to. Since he's up to something suspicious, he's trying to throw people off his trail. Are you sure you're not projecting? Didn't we already look into his background anyway? Do you really think you're going to discover anything doing this? Well, it doesn't have to be anything big. But if we find something he might be guilty of, then we can threaten to tell that sister if we need to. You really can be merciless. See, look, what did I tell you? That's where all the adult places are. He's engaging in activities unbecoming of a man of the cloth. Ah, if I just knew it. He would, but would he really go in the middle of the day? Either way, I guess that area is perfect for secret meetings and stuff. Now I'm kind of curious. Yay, I knew you'd get on board eventually. Look, I'm still... Never mind. At this point, we might as well follow him to the end. Who knows, we might even learn something about this job of his. As Blue Wolf's controller starts running low. I ain't in a strip club. I don't know. I can't picture that. Even as a cover, I don't know. I can't picture that. He definitely came this way. He must have gone into that sketchy building. It does look like they're open, even though it's still the middle of the day. Do you really think he went in there? What should we do? Want to go? Ah, no way, S. You absolutely cannot go inside. I only ever want you to look at me. Nadia, I'm not going in there to look at other women. I don't know if I can handle all this scorching hot romance in the middle of the day. Gah, when did you get it here? Don't tell me you noticed this from the beginning. I mean, yeah. Look, I get it. Of course you'd have your guards up around me. It's not like I thought you'd suddenly start trusting me. Not after what I said to you guys earlier. Figured I could make it up to you, and who knows? Maybe you could get to know each other. We could get to know each other while we're at it. Come on, I bought you guys some ice cream. Why don't we relax in the shade for a bit? Delicious. So, you already knew my favorite flavor, huh? I caught you staring at Aaron when we passed the ice cream vendor on the way to the cultural district. Pretty observant of you. Guess so. So, did you learn anything tailing after me? Please, as if we'd tell our mark. I was pretty impressed by your skills myself, especially the way you managed to stay hidden despite being so loud. It's quite a talent. Maybe try not to let your guard down at the end, though. Well, we definitely learned that you're more skilled than we are. Yeah, if he was leading us by the nose from the start. So, what are you going to do? Use this as a chance to cut us loose? No, nothing of the sort. Not yet, anyway. Not now that I've gotten to see some of what you're really capable of. Something tells me I'll be able to make good use of those talents too. So, for now, I'll be keeping you both handy. So you were just testing us, is that it? Can't say I appreciate it, but if you want to stick around, then we'll take. But if you want us to stick around, then we'll tag along. Now that you've seen our skills, should I take it that you're determined? That you've determined we won't be a threat if things go south? If you're that suspicious, I doubt there's anything I can say to convince you otherwise. But I mean it when I say I didn't think I had anything to lose by working together today. So, how about we call a temporary truce? There's no reason we can't all get along. It just feels like you're brushing us off. But I guess there's a silver lining. We each got to see what the others are made of. Is that enough for you now, Nadia? I mean, I see the logic. And I guess I'm fine with using one another now that we got a handle on each other's talents. That's true. Actually, yeah, I didn't even notice that until you pointed it out. Yeah. But that makes sense for Nadia. It feels like you're toying with us. I get where you're coming from, but alright, I'll admit it. I was being a bit of a jerk. Can you at least forgive me for that much?
Only if you get me another ice cream. And one for LP, too. If you do, then I suppose I can forgive you. Just this once. For S.
You don't have to swindle the guy. Did you enjoy the ice cream that much?
Hey, if that's what works for her, that's what works for me. Come on, let's go buy them together.
After that, the three of them invited Lapis to join them for ice cream, and having made peace with their current working relationship, they returned to patrolling the city. That one could have been better, but it also could have been worse. That was easily the weakest of the three. Hey, not even gonna lie about that.
Away we go!
Like, I will admit it was weak enough for me to say wash. Honestly.
Hope you're having a good...
Wow, it's gorgeous. Yeah, I think I'd enjoy it more if it wasn't so hot out, though. So, what's the deal with this place? I assume it has something to do with with the Septium Sacrament? Got that right. See, 20 years ago, this city was faced with an existential threat. Hail Oasis was on the verge of drying up. However, thanks to the three disciples and their irrigation work, the opposite transpired. I mean, just look at all this water. But now we're here to determine what caused the problem in the first place, and if its solution had any negative effects.
Cerulean seal of mine, shining from the abyss.
I see, so this is, that rough and tough sister and her blue-haired lackey used to do this kind of thing all the time. The power of the Dominion's stigmas. Huh? But wait.
Akashic Eye. Activate!
Huh? Isn't this what happens when Van becomes the Grendel? Yeah, phase space and all. Just the colors are different.
I haven't had the chance to see it myself, but I imagine the mechanics behind it are pretty similar.
I scan the spiritual data of Dingo Brad that lies within this land's memory.
Dingo.
Tell me, where was he on the morning of October 25th, 1208?
Did we just see into the past? I don't believe so, no. Rather, it seems to have been a memory that a higher plane carved into the land? And psychometry. I had heard that such an ability existed, but... Yeah, well, what I did was just an extra awesome version of it. It was the extra awesome version of it. Anyway, we know where we have to go now, shall we? Oh? Maybe? Yeah. Oh, wow, it really was. Ah! I'll be covering those two closely while I'm out here. Sisters on site. A local Ertward sisters prepare for homecoming performance. It's just what the papers are looking for. I'll follow in Dingo's footsteps and finish the article in my downtime.
Right, let's move.
I've got an appointment for an interview tomorrow about a new movie, so I've got to get prepped for that. I'll follow in Dingo's footsteps and get the article down and down. We'll be staying here for about a week, making it a vacation of sorts, with some performances on the side. Perhaps our meeting here is fate telling you to take it easy, too. Seeing you two reminds me of the show at the Artemis Academy Festival, Nadia Swin. I gotta work hard for our homecoming performance so that I'm at least as good as the Artemis students were. Basic stuff. Oop. Wrong turn. Yeah.
This pathway is just like the one we saw earlier.
I wonder just what's waiting for us up ahead.
Twice to the right, once to the left. And it's open. Let's go.
So these are here to prevent the water level from rising too high during the rainy season, huh? Looking a little low at the moment. Though when Arkwright came here toward the end of last year, I bet it was even lower. On the other hand, Dingo showed up right at the start of the dry season, meaning the water stores would have been much higher.
This forensic analysis of yours is great and all, but...
So your objective this entire time has been to figure out what Dingo Brad was up to. Is that it?
The reporter who was caught in the explosion in Cray, and who was revived only to be exploited for another's grotesque ambitions.
I never got the chance to speak with him face to face, but if there's one thing I know for sure, it's that he's never coming back. Anyhow, I imagine you're only one step away from finding what you seek. Yes?
Quite the observational skills you got there. Guess I was right to bring you along. And I could say the same to Lapis, with that superior processing power of hers, couldn't I? But I got a feeling you two still don't get where all this is headed. You sure you want to keep tagging along?
Of course we do. We're in this till the end. Don't exactly know what you're after, but if that hunky reporter's involved, that's all the more reason for us to stick around.
Got a feeling he was here looking into the Octogenesis. If we discover anything new about them, we should consider passing it along to Van and the others. Would be nice to settle our debt with them.
Yeah, about that. Might be a problem if you chat too much with them, you know? Could end with you getting snuffed out after all.
Hey! Stop bullying them, Kevin! Whether they come along or not, you don't...
No, it's fine. He's right. Even though we're both former assassins, Nadia and I took an oath to never kill again. But the idea that we'd be able to keep that oath, I knew all too well that was just our egos speaking.
S and I have talked this over time and time again. We know that an excuse like ours won't always fly. But even still, we swore that was a line we'd never cross again.
The thing is that like, I get it, guys, but at the same time, it's like, allow me to quote one of my favorite cartoons from the 90s to sum this up, sum my stance up on this perfectly. Well, paraphrase it. To kill in the heat of battle is one thing, but not like that. Your oath was that you would never kill like that again. To defeat an enemy in the midst of battle, that is technically killing, but what you're really meaning is you will never murder again. And that's and if you look at it that way, a lot easier to keep that oath. Exactly. That's why I distinguished it from killing and murder. Because like I said, to kill in the heat of battle? Yeah, no, that's self-defense at that point. Yeah, exactly. Walter wasn't out to kill, he was just out to win. And if I'm remembering correctly, Walter wasn't exactly happy with that outcome anyway. Which kind of says everything it needs to when you think about it.
So that
Nadia
S could live a normal life for once.
Yeah, exactly. Exactly. There's layers. I talked about this earlier. The characters have different layers to them.
Swin. Nadia.
You really mean that? Even if that oath of yours is what ends up getting her killed?
I plan on holding myself to it for as long as I can. But if that were to happen, I'd simply die with her.
What about you? I feel like you're the type who'd take down his killer and then follow after yourself.
Well, yeah, but I'd prefer not having to in the first place. Oh, and if they had accomplices, I'd probably take all of them with us, too. Don't worry. We'd never let it come to that anyway. Right, Rufus?
Indeed. As their leader, that's the very least I can do.
I appreciate that.
Well, I believe LP, but you can have 30% of my trust.
Jeez, Nadia.
Fine, alright. Guess I did say I'd be keeping my eye on you after all. Just know that I've got one request for you. And it's from me, your ever-youthful employer.
Youthful? Please.
Rufus is 32, right? I'm sure you're probably younger than him, but...
I'm only 28, you brats. Yes, I am older than Arkwright, but still. Anyway, that oath you took, to never kill again, I don't want to see any exceptions to that rule. Which means no throwing your lives away because something happened to your better half, you hear? And that goes for both of you. Basically, I'm asking you to stay true to your oath. Now then, let's get going.
Of course. If possible, I'd like to have this matter settled by evening.
I'll give you shard support from the back line.
Entering the underground waterway will advance the main story, unfinished quests and all that will disappear.
So refreshing. I could plop down on the floor and doze off right here.
I doubt the water's that clean.
Don't start slacking off too hard. Be ready for what's waiting for us ahead. Down they go. No mercy. Open wide. Open wide.
This is what peak Nana performance looks like.
Right.
Yep.
Certainly.
All right, let's rip.
Now's the chance. Make charge.
The winds are in our favor.
Yep.
Threats neutralized. Let us hurry onward.
Appreciate you, Rufus.
It won't move because the water level isn't high enough. If only there was a way to adjust the water. Oh, great. Of course I see the palms there.
No mercy. Let's do it. I'm all prepped up. Let's settle this right now.
Shall we search? The winds are in our favor.
A tense.
Right behind you. After you.
Now, I'm all over. Kevin! Rufus! As you wish. Counting on you, Swin.
I follow.
Still a ways to go.
Itches and Stitches was upgraded to Threaded and Dreaded. Or Threaded and Deaded. One of
The heck? Something's glowing.
I advise you to
Extra whip. Tense. Nadia.
Doing good.
Get those boots on the ground! Okay! Here goes!
You got it, Kevin.
There we go.
Seems about right.
Are further heights still in my reach? I'm curious to see what's in that chest myself.
Nope. Alright.
By the light. All right, let's rip. That's our cue to showing it up.
Allow me! After you!
Swim, got it.
Oh, treasure!
Open wide.
Settle this right now.
The winds are in our favor.
Okay!
Counting on you, Swin. One for the road.
Allow me!
Too slow.
If it's a fight you want,
There you go! Okay! I'll exploit that.
There's just something
Let's not waste any
wonderfully
more time.
adorable with.
Too cool!
There's just something adorable about Lapis just frickin' coming in and bringing the axe down. I don't like that.
their ranks are many.
No mercy.
Better be careful with this one.
They fell. Stay on guard.
There you go.
Now! Kevin! Ha! There! I follow.
Okay.
Too slow!
Yeah. I believe in you, S. Have some of this. Okay. Have some of this. Allow me. Have some of this.
Call the shots, Rufus! You're mine!
Right behind you.
Wide open! I'll get you for this! I follow! You want to see what I can really do? There you go.
More of the same next time, Kevin.
Here we go! Huh.
Okay.
I'm curious to see what's in that chest myself.
Perceptive. Which is useful. Ooh. So many pathways, it's like this. Okay. Let's start with over here. I think. No, I don't really need to. We'll do it anyway.
One more time.
Racking up those macho points, am I right?
That much closer to his level.
I'm on the up and up.
Are further heights still in my reach?
Oh, we made that to the beginning. I had a feeling that was what was happening there. Just wasn't 100% sure. Well, no, I actually do need the water levels lowered.
All right, let's keep up the pace.
You're going
Yikes. Old mess
Rather a waste of time.
Let's do a search.
Open wide!
Okay. No, I want to go this way first.
Careful, there's a whole swarm of Time is right.
Got Mopsy.
Now I'm mad.
Give it your best shot.
We have the advantage. Press it.
They're on the ground.
I'll get you for that. I follow.
Right behind you.
You're mine.
God damn it.
I won't show any mercy. Call the shots, Rufus!
There we go.
Threats neutralized. Let us hurry onward.
You can. The next one too, boss.
Ugh. 25 times activating Awakening.
That's the way it goes.
100 ambushes landed.
That's the way it goes.
300 enemies failed on the field, which gives us indomitability.
That's the way it goes.
And 20 palms slain.
That's the way it goes.
Sugary goodness! Sugary goodness! Sugary goodness!
Thanks for the grub.
Strength +6 to all party members. Whew. There are some pricey thingies.
Feeding the hungry's what I do. If you want seconds, just say the word.
Kitchen duty. Very well. I believe this should be sufficient.
Thanks for the grub.
There we go.
What the heck? Something's I ain't gonna hold back.
Well, I mean, if you insist.
You want to see what I can really do? There you go.
So this is what the fifth can do.
Mercy. Recovery arts effects +70. Water and earth. Okay. I don't want to go that way just yet.
Open wide! All prepped up! Bam! Open wide! Open wide! There they go!
Okay!
Sorry, gotta rest your souls.
More of the same next time, Captain.
If it's a fight you want,
Got this in the bag.
Give it your best shot.
Allow me.
You're mine. Down they go.
Kevin. Okay.
Give it your best shot. I'll get you for that.
Oh, there are. Whoops.
Counting on you, Swen. I follow. Nadia! Too slow!
Right behind you.
Sorry, gotta rest your souls.
Ugh. I knew we couldn't write you off.
That's the way it goes. Thanks for the grub.
Okay. All right. Hang on. Oh, wow. That is actually nice that we can use that on the, on different characters. Sure, let's give them all done. Yes, why not? All right. Let's see. So, HP. Whose HP is way too low? That I actually intend to use. For once, that is actually Aaron. Yeah. Except Rufus's squad has been is pretty much up to snuff at this point. Like, Rufus's squad is stronger than my main squad, honestly. I mean, look at these totals. Yeah, they are objectively the weakest, and yet right now it's like, nope. That having been said, though, we'll go ahead and we'll boost Nadia a bit on the strength. Magic. Okay, magic definitely is necessary for Swin. We'll just up Swin's. Why the hell not? We leveled up Fairy and taught her Ifrit raid. That's actually kind of funny. I could level up Van if I wanted. I don't. Gold Rosary. Evasion plus 60 and 90% chance to evade to avoid death blow. Yeah, leveling Van would be a complete waste. I agree.
Right behind you.
Jeez. That'd be a complete fucking waste.
Racking up those macho points, am I right?
Still a ways to go.
Although, I think now at this point, I should be able to do some customization. Yeah, we'll do that. We'll open a bunch of slots for Rufus. Raj is the one I need. Oops. Actually, having mine too wouldn't be a bad idea there. And do I have a water one I can put on you? Sure. I have a better one for that. Alright. I'm good for now then.
Alrighty.
Pay careful heed. That's me.
All right, let's
Still more to go. I just keep growing and growing.
I'm a long ways behind father yet.
That still fascinates me. Hey.
Careful, there's a whole swarm of them.
Not just Rufus is fine, but the fact that this game actually made me consider my thoughts on that father is.
count on you, Swin.
Have the advantage. Press it.
We got this in the bag.
We'll do this one.
Right behind you.
Initiating drive.
Ah. Okay.
Here now.
Okay.
Do it.
This is
Here we go. On guard.
This cutie has booty.
You want to see what I can really do? There you go.
So this is what the fifth can do.
Zeram powder. Alright. Yep. I can't exactly blame him for considering Osborn. Real talk,
Right.
though. Whoops.
Yep,
Did I go?
I can actually understand why Rufus would consider Osborn his father and not Helmet. Because for one thing, if I'm remembering correctly, Helmet's not even his biological dad. Let's start with that crap. I don't even want to get into that. We can get into that when we audit Cold Steel 3. Yeah, exactly. I'll put it to you like this. Osborn was a villain. Let's not mince words here. Osborn was a villain. But the irony is that if you were to compare Gileath Osborn to Helmet Alborea and compare which one did more damage to Erebonia, I would actually argue that Duke Helmet Alborea did far more damage to Erebonia than Osborn did. And if I may be so bold, Raxor, his wife, Eustace's mother, gets the fucking credit for that, not him. I can scientifically prove that. I can use basic biology to prove that Eustace's mother gets a. Yeah, exactly. Eustace's mom gets the fucking credit there because, she was mentioned to possibly be like a maid in the household, but yeah, no, it's like. Look at how much stress a woman's muscles go through in childbirth sometime. If you want an explanation on what the hell I'm even talking about. But compare that to Osborn. Now, yes, Osborn did a lot of shit that did do damage to Erebonia. I don't want to mince words, okay? The whole Great Twilight thing. But you notice something, right? How many contingencies, or I shouldn't say contingencies, but like, look at the environment that Osborn allowed to flourish. Like, what was allowed to flourish in the environment Osborn created? You probably already know where I'm going with this, but Class 7. Class 7, Olivier and Class 7 rose to challenge the Behemoth. He made himself the villain, and in doing so, allowed great heroes to rise and defeat him. Yeah, I agree. It's why I got so angry at Claire at the end of Cold Steel 1. I know you weren't here for that, Raxor. But to reiterate, I was frothing at the mouth at Claire at the end of Cold Steel 1 because she was talking about Class 7 breaking up as a foregone conclusion when the noble faction, even in Cold Steel 1, was shown to be blatantly evil. And I even pointed this out, they were financially backing the original Imperial Liberation Front. In other words, they were literally backing literal terrorists. That too. But at the same time, Rufus is the only was the main reason why the Noble Alliance got as far as it did against the Imperial military and collapsed completely. Yeah. Fucking. It's why I got so goddamn angry at her, because it was like, who's gonna join the provincial armies when the provincial armies are all acting like fucking uber Nazis? Like, hello? But anyways. Yeah. Like, I know I come across as a bit of a bit passionate on certain things, but again, it's like I call it like I see it, and I'm sorry, but the Noble faction being anything but evil is just like, are you dumb? That's a lot of flooding. Yeah, I think we're fine to keep going through, though. Looks like the water will only come up to our ankles. That's a-okay with me. It'll probably be nice and cool, and I mean at least it looks clean. As Bulu's digestive system annoys him. This presence I'm sensing is a tad concerning, but I suppose we've no choice but to move forward. Yeah, we should be coming up on the end soon. Eh? Huh? Was that another one of those memories? Yes, it was, and it appears Dingo went in even further. Am I just imagining things, or was there, like, no water at all? Yes, but if he truly did come here in October, the water level should have been much higher. Here's hoping we find some answers up ahead, yeah? No telling what lies in wait. All we can do is keep moving forward. Yeah, that's what I'm wondering. Like, huh?
The sound of water is getting louder. We must be nearing the end.
But what awaits us at the end? Whatever it may be, we'll come face to face soon.
Let's go, S.
Yeah, no matter what lies in wait.
Alrighty then.
Welcome. This should prove effective. Take care of yourselves.
Just in case you thought I forgot. Let's see. Oh yeah, I guess I should check the orbments. Strike, evade, and impede could all use a boost. I should have a mind too. Oh, I gave it to somebody else. So mind 2. So let's see. Strike, evade, shield, mind, in defense, and EP, and impede in action. Okay. Defense, EP, shield. We'll grab an attack 2 and a break 2 over here. Evade 2, strike 2. I'm just gonna up the ones that are at 1 Raxor regardless, because I feel like I might as well, you know? Although, yeah, I suppose I could just go ahead and up, Swin first. Do everybody else first. I wasn't really going elaborate. I was just upping everything. Yeah, on the auto-equip menu. So I'm guessing advanced quartz would up all of the ones to the next level? Huh. Yeah, looks like it. Yeah, until I run out, of course. Let's see what gets put on there. What's Revelation? Yeah, I might as well put that on there for him. Might as well up his defense one here. And his attack, because why not? Cool. Alright. Hi, Reverie. So we'll grab the 2s here. Definitely want to grab that, and I definitely want to grab that. Definitely want to grab that and that. Alright. Alright, Nadia. Have a boost. Boost your stuff. Alright. Now I need another evade and a another evade and another strike and another attack. Evade, strike, attack. And I'm not even trying to like boost get any like shard skills. I'm just trying to boost my small stats for now. Now for this fight. I suppose I should make sure everybody's good to go. We are. Let's get a safety save in. Double check the time. Make sure I'm not running afoul. Alright.
Wow, it's beautiful. must be where they draw in water from the oasis, huh?
Van mentioned he and his group fought some big monster here during the film festival last year. It was right after that they were ambushed by the overseer of Orem.
Olympia. I never really knew much about her, since she was from a different garden and all. But from what I've seen of her fighting style, I'm impressed they were able to make it out in one piece. And all without Van's trump card.
Yep.
That was around the time Reset transferred to Arkwright Solutions, right? Mirabelle told me she was actually pretty nervous about joining them.
She was?
Ugh, that's super adorable! It's so unfair that she gets to be both cool and cute. Granted, I guess she has helped me out a bunch in the past, but...
You sure you kids want to be leaking info about your former co-workers to us?
You can hardly call it leaking info. All relevant parties have been aware of what transpired here for months now, I'm sure. Although, I doubt much of anyone knew about Dingo's arrival thereafter.
Yeah. I mean, we didn't even know about that.
All that being said, Father Kevin, I believe it's about time you told us what your true objective here is. In less than a year, Calvert has been the site of 3 monumental events. I can't imagine what you're after has anything to do with the space program, considering we're so far from its base. So, why are you really here?
That's true. No other region has really had multiple substantial events in that short of a span of time. Not really. And no, you can't even say Laburl because well, yes, the artifact that took the gang to Phantasma was in Laburl. That really didn't have any major events when it comes to political shakeups. That was more of a personal journey for Kevin and the others. Most of the time, each region usually only has 2 major shakeups that happen in less than a year. And hell, you can even argue that Crossbell only ever had the 2. Well, no, I guess Crossbell technically had 3. Although that one lasted a year, so I suppose within the span of a year, yeah, no. Oh, Crossbell only ever had 2. And then Erebonia's were spread out, where major events were spread out a year apart too. It's usually 2 within the span of 1 year.
All right, I'll show you. Only makes sense to let a fellow scumbag in on the secret, right? And I guess it wouldn't hurt to show Lapis either. Figure she's too rational to have it affect her much. But you two are another story. Let me be clear here. Once you cross this line, there'll be no turning back. What you're about to see is going to alter your perspective on a whole slew of things. Not in a way that'll be easy to swallow. Might even affect your relationship with Arkwright. Sure you're all right with that?
Try to sway us all you want, but the decision is ours, and ours alone.
That's right. And we've decided to take the leap. And if I come to regret it in the future, I'll just get my revenge by killing you in your sleep or something. I'm sure LP will have some ideas. I will?
As your attendant, I'd be more than happy to help you brainstorm.
You guys have got some real nerve, you know that? All right then. Let's see what you're made of. After all, if I ever go off the deep end, I need to know you have the strength to take me down.
LP.
Cerulean seal of mine, shining from the abyss.
His stigma.
The 4 of us together should be...
May 1,000 thorns adorn your flesh with despair. Turn to ash, pillar of vanish into the darkness of purgatory.
Two stigmas? And by combining them, he's multiplied their power.
So this is the Thousand-Hand Guardian? No. This is the Heretic Hunter. The man the Overseers were so fearful of.
And Loa. I'd heard he possessed two stigmas, but...
Yeah. I know being able to use them at the same time is kinda cheating. But given what we're gonna be up against, I figured I'd better get used to it. Anyway, it's about time I tested you kids. I'll be putting you in the ring too, former leader of the Iron Bloods. And heck, might as well see what you're all about, Lapis. Show me how far your determination, how far the strength of your bonds can take you.
Let's do this!
I will face you as the man I am now. No petty tricks or stratagems.
You're going down, super ultimate Gehenonian! I'm gonna roast you like a marshmallow, then eat you right up!
This.
Can you not? I swear you're the queen of ugly nicknames.
Alright then. Alright. Let's do that.
Too slow. You're done! Call the shots, Rufus!
You would challenge a nameless rook.
Teach them a lesson, Rufus!
So be it. Let the duel commence.
Disperse! Nadia!
You have the advantage.
Take this and this! Wow, Kevin! Your spiritual energy is unlike anything I've ever seen.
And you've honed it through skill alone. There's more to you than meets the eye, see.
Feelings mutual. Think I'll turn things up a notch from here. Can't really hold back when I'm in this state, so fight like your lives are on the line.
Good. Now we can prove that we're more than you took us for.
We're gonna take you down with the power of love.
Give it up!
Fight with your
This'll
whole
do the trick. May your soul find rest!
Now I'm mad.
Okay, I'll do that for him then. Then on his turn then.
You have the advantage.
We'll do that.
Give it up! This?
My turn!
Legendary!
Have no choice!
Legendary!
Seals of mine, conflicting from the abyss. Fly, holy spears of space. Pierce, unholy spears of time.
Yeah, I know. I
Opposing
keep forgetting
natures.
order.
Bring ruin to all!
Now I'm mad.
Oh, come on, really?
You're doing good!
Oh, come on!
You have the advantage.
Okay. I think.
You're doing good!
Oh. God damn it. OBS, really?
You have have the advantage.
Oh, yeah. That's the other thing, too. So, I need to...
Doing good.
Hang on. That's up to 6.
You have the advantage. Press it.
Alright. Gonna delete that. Starters. And then I'm going to restart. Be right back, YouTube.
Good.
So that was one that required a full reset.
You have the advantage. Press it.
It looked like I was going to go ahead, be able to go ahead and just do on and off, but like, no, OBS was like, fuck you, full restart, because fuck you. God.
Press it.
Okay. Now we can continue. Alright. Yeah, let's go ahead and do a non-Palooza.
You're doing better than I thought.
Could say the same to you. Lucky we never ran into you when we were with the Gardens.
That said, we will be the ones winning here.
Wide open.
Give it up! Cavalry bolt! Sorry, pal. Say your prayers.
Off the mark. My turn.
Easy does it.
Ta.
Give it up! Glowing.
Right behind you.
Okay.
I'll end it. Call the shots, Rufus.
Shit, I wasn't paying attention. Oh well.
POC in operation.
Oh.
You're doing good.
We're not through yet. They fell.
All right. I'll call it here.
I'm finer tuned now.
Okay, so despite OBS's best efforts, this is definitely making me go, oh, huh. Ugh. All right, let's continue.
Did we win?
You sure did. Beat me fair and square, too. If you guys managed to survive that, then I've got nothing else. Swin, Nadia, you kids are on a whole nother level. Who you are today, and who you want to continue being, the skills you built in your garden days, I see now that you've combined these facets of yourselves and polished them to a shine. And that includes all the stuff you've learned through meeting Rufus, Lapis, and Arkwright's crew. Primary member of the Ironbloods. No, Rufus. Didn't really need to gauge your skills in the first place, honestly, but been kind of curious about you for a while now. Cruel to everyone, even yourself, but not completely merciless. The one thing you seemed to desire most was to feel as if you could trust others. Probably why you were so drawn to Lapis. Or am I wrong?
Huh?
I don't believe I recall ever asking the church for counseling. But I will admit, you are partially correct. Much of my life has been void of connection. I yearned for recognition from the man I chose as my father then. Indirectly as it was, witnessed his end. And in spite of my attempts to do so, I was unable to either surpass him or become his equal.
I dispute that. I dispute that. I can see why you would say that, Rufus, but no, I think you have actually surpassed him.
However, it was only upon meeting such failure that I began to realize I yearned to be someone else. Someone who could lead by example.
Exactly
Become
why I say
such is my current goal. Although I recognize its insignificance in relation to everything else at the moment.
And that's why I would say you've surpassed him. Because with Osborn, his ambition was his entire existence.
Rufus.
I see.
Wait, are you being serious right now? No, surprise, this was all part of my master plan?
Well, there's still time, I suppose.
What does that mean? Ah, whatever. That's all I got on you anyway. As for you, Lapis, well, you're made of strong stuff. You're probably the last person I need to be worrying about.
That's all you have to say? Everyone else got a whole character analysis.
All right. Think I'm good to show you all the truth now. Then I'll leave it to you to decide whether you want to help me or not. So, how does that sound, Swin? Nadia?
I'm good with that. I get that you and yours need to proceed cautiously.
Gotta say, I wasn't expecting we'd have to talk about all that mushy stuff first, though. Don't you think it's a little unfair you know everything about us? Maybe we should go digging up all your secrets, too. Like, where that edgy nickname of yours came from, or what your sickeningly sweet family life was like with Reese and you-know-who.
Ah, she was so different back then. Wait, you know who? Just how much do you even know already?
Sickeningly sweet? Why does that sound so delicious?
Also, to answer your question, Kevin, she's played Eat Sky the Third. Sorry, I had to make that joke. All right.
Cerulean seal of mine, shining from the abyss.
This Akashic Eye of yours, I've been told you borrowed it.
That's right. Though, I can't tell you from who. Sorry.
This sensation is so familiar.
Given the timing, Would that put it at about when the incident with the Crimson Grendel was happening?
Could also be connected to whoever opened that portal in front of Trion Tower.
Akashic Eye. Activate! Scan the underground waterway for traces of Dingo Brad's spiritual data. Just what was he doing here? And who was it that he came here to meet?
Burn in hell, asshole.
Is everyone alright? Yeah, that was hard, but we did it. What's that? An angel?
Get down!
This is...
October of last year, when Van and the others came to Tharbad.
Got that right. Probably drew this memory because you guys are here. Give us a look at what happened after this. There we go. That's it.
Van! Pull yourself together! We're right here with you. Please, try and stay calm.
Anya.
I see I made it in time.
There we go.
Glad there aren't many monsters around. Heard there were more than a few of them. Back when Van came through the place. So the rumors were true. They really do raise the water levels during the dry season. But how am I supposed to get past? Guess I could always jump in and swim across. Dingo speaking. I'm almost at the designated meeting point. But I think I'm gonna be swimming the rest of the... Huh? All right. I'll give it a try. Looks different, but it's definitely one of them. Guess I press here? What just... Huh? How did all that water just disappear? It's completely dry. What the hell is going on? Yes, exactly. All of the water just vanished from the waterway.
Is that so? Then it would seem that it's functioning properly. The change isn't permanent, however. Please be sure to keep the device active. I'll be waiting for you further in.
Understood. I'll head there immediately.
Professor Hamilton.
That thing's barely holding together. Looks like it fell apart years ago.
That's because it did. This place has been dry for about 20 years now.
20 years, huh? Sorry. Should I not be taking pictures?
There's no need to worry, though it may affect the principle of causality. I suppose, however, there's a 50-50 chance anything will show up in those photos at all. Just like the proverbial cat in the box.
You mean...
I see you're a sharp one, aren't you? You've already begun piecing things together. Particularly in regard to how that friend of yours fits into all this. As well as the significance of those relics his assistant is currently searching the country for.
Saw right through me. So, have you already spoken to them?
I've yet to even meet them, though I do look forward to having the chance. I'm worried how involved they and you are with Almada, though. That group is dangerous, and not only because they're getting close to an ontological truth.
Well, you're not wrong about that.
You're a handful, I swear. Just know this. You should refrain from placing too much trust in me, Dingo. After all, the way things are now is all due to the unforgivable deception I performed. I replaced what should have been with an observational outcome of my own.
Can't say I know what your intent is, but what I do know is that you've been good to me for years. I mean, if it wasn't helping me evade Almada, you were teaching me to navigate the orbital net. And I know you've been anticipating the coming of 1209 more than anyone else. Seriously, if you ever need help, Professor, know that I've got your back. Investigation, disruption, intel manipulation. Whatever you need, I'll do it. After all, anything that I do to help you should help Van and the others as well. Right?
Dingo.
Anyway, you still where I think you are, Professor? I'll head over now.
Thank you. And by the way, I'd like to return to Basel within the day, if I can. I'll open the path once I know you're near.
So, it produces a shift in reality by resonating with the main unit. At this point, I'm not sure I understand even half of this. Things in Basel seem to be reaching a turning point, though. Time I put some work in behind the scenes. Which reminds me, I also need to put together all of my notes in Almada.
Hold on a sec. Why was QT's grandma... Do Van and Aggie know about this?
Not sure I was able to follow all that, but we just saw something really crazy, didn't we?
Yes, I heard him mention something about a shift in reality at the end there, too. I guess that would make sense, considering the waterway changed in a literal instant, I mean. That grate over there was completely destroyed, too.
This certainly has the air of something the Septian Church would need to handle. Well then, it would appear that you finally have your target. Don't you?
Yeah, though nothing's for sure. Well, not yet at least. But seeing as a certain saint of ours has been given full authority by Her Holiness, her requests are absolute. I've got no choice now but to take up the title I once relinquished. The title of Heretic Hunter. And the duty that comes with it.
I am not liking where this is going. I am not looking forward to this. Yes, if I'm right. Ugh. Kevin taking up the title of Heretic Hunter, and the fact that we just saw that Dingo was going to talk to Professor Hamilton. Ugh. Okay. I could be missing something here, but it feels like the target that they're talking about that Kevin now has is Professor Hamilton, and I'm not a fan of that idea. I almost feel like there's something else. It could be possible that there's something else going on, and so effectively she is the target in as a means to get other shit. To get to effectively get all of the truth out there. If the solution to the whole 1209 everything we know will end thing is his death to Professor Hamilton, and that ends up being the correct answer, then I'm gonna fucking hate that. Now, if it's more complicated than that, then okay, fine. Okay, you're just spoiling that that's not the answer. Okay. Then that makes a little more sense to me. But you can see why I would come to that conclusion. I hope it's apparent why I would come to that conclusion, Raxor, and why it wouldn't sit well with me. Because I honestly feel like because the thing is that this series has sidestepped that kind of crap already. Not because she can do no wrong, but more so a case of I don't want it to be that simple. That black and white. Like she did something that she admits was I don't know. It feels too I don't know, simple is the only word that's coming to mind. And that's exactly my point, Raxor. This is Trails. Nothing is ever that black and white, which is why I don't want it to just be kill Professor Hamilton and all the problems go away, the end. No. No. Because that's not been the simple solution. My favorite example of this is actually from Cold Steel 4. Or, as weird as that might sound, my favorite example of this actually comes from Cold Steel 4. I praised the shit out of Lloyd in Cold Steel 4 for one simple scene that he was in, where he made it crystal clear that despite the info that he got when he went with Ellie, Estelle, and Joshua to Orcus Tower to get that info on how the hell the Great Twilight started, he saw right through the bullshit and realized that Reen had been manipulated into starting the Great Twilight. Now, if that is in fact what is happening here, and so effectively they sidestep it, then I'd be more okay with that because then it's not treating it like a black and white issue. Especially considering this is Daybreak 3. You know? That too. It's why I kind of am like, I need to see where this is going. Is my problem, because I'm thinking about this and I'm like, so what I'm gonna do to make my confliction abundantly clear, I'm actually gonna do this. We'll put it here. And here. I have put both simultaneously a potential positive and a potential negative, just to get across the very simple truth of, I need to see where this is going. I have never been more conflicted on a Trails plotline than this one. Like, ever. There have been plot points where where I instantly know where I stand, just right off the bat. And then there's ones where I've been like, meh. Yeah. And what's funny is that all of the other plot lines that we have seen, I'm not as conflicted with. Like, even the Kincaid thing. Is like, I kind of want to see more of it, but I see where they're going with this. This is a whole lot of, where the fuck are you going with this? Yes. You know? So, effectively, like I said, I need to see where this is going before I put any permanent judgment on this.
We've done well. Our rank has risen.
We're at D rank now, and in 13 more RSP, we're going to get to D+.
Thanks. Don't mind if I do.
Soul Flare, nice. So now we can add that art that Nadia has.
Oh, nicely done.
An accolade I'll receive with grace.
So, cool. Well, so yeah, that was, yeah, because here's the thing, Raxor. I have a funny feeling. Here's the funny thing. If you were to explain it to me right now, it might actually, like, here. The other thing that annoys me with that too is, you could explain it to me in text, but it honestly feels like something I would need the context for. As in, getting to that point in the game would make it seem a lot better. Yeah, and that's the other thing too. You'd basically have to spoil the entire rest of the game. It would basically be like having to explain my issues with, or no, I'm saying this wrong. It would be like me having to explain let me think. Essentially, what it would boil down to. What do I think she did? The only thing I could think of is using that Genesis that Dingo had to effectively rewrite reality. Is kind of what it felt like to me. Because she mentioned, oh, I replaced it with a causality, with a probability of my own kind of thing. I was like, okay. And I just, yeah, like I said, I'm conflicted because this is one of those, like, I need the rest of the context to really make sense of this. And the main reason I'm able to hold off and not just say, oh, triple fucking negative for this stupidity, is because the rest of the game has been about making me think, making me process. Yeah, something has happened. We don't know the reason why, and I can feel that there's more to this, and that I shouldn't jump to conclusions. Like, there is a voice in the back of my head that is saying that I shouldn't jump to conclusions. Let me use an example, okay? And I know you're gonna hate me for this one, Rexor, but the Toa dead end in Daybreak 2. The voice that is telling me, get more info, was screaming, do it, you coward, to the triple negative for Toa's dead end, and in Daybreak 2. That same voice is telling me, let's see where this is going first. Before we get, before we jump to conclusions. Yeah. And that is actually why I hate that dead end as much as I do. Because it also had to fucking character assassinate Toa to do it. That's the part that really pissed me off. Actually, that was a problem with multiple of the frickin' dead ends. Yeah, I get that we disagree, but it's like, it's the whole negotiating with terrorists thing that pissed me off. I was like, are you kidding me? Ugh, anyways. But yeah, as much as I want to keep going, I unfortunately have to go to work today, and this is actually a good stopping point. Right. So I think I'm actually going to cut it shorter than I did before, than I was even intending to. So I'm going to go stitch the, that's a good question, but I think I'll decide that tomorrow. More than likely, we'll be doing Reen's route next. Speaking of Toa, more than likely, we'll be doing Reen's route next. Because I'm really curious what Reen is up to at this point. And it would be nice to see, to see what they're up to. But that, of course, will be dealt with tomorrow. My theory on Kincaid. I think my point, the thing I said about Kincaid is essentially where I stand on that. He's been taken an oath of silence, and it's bugging the shit out of him. But he's bugging the shit out of him. It's bugging the shit out of him. because he doesn't like being that secretive. I honestly do think that the space program is so sensitive that they need to keep it as hush hush as they are. That's my theory on that. And it makes the most sense to me. Hey. Like, I don't even blame Kincaid for it. It's just that it's weird. It's not something to get pissy about, it's just weird. And weird is not necessarily bad. That sounds like we'll probably be heading for a triple for Babylon 5 effect. Because I'm already feeling that, honestly. In fact, you know what? Let's jot that down, actually. Let's jot that down as a potential. Oh, yeah. Good way, honestly. Based on my feeling right now, Raxor, good way. Hence why I said triple positive. Also, I might as well give this... Yeah, I'm gonna put it down as a potential, but there's also another triple positive that I'm going to give. Interesting. I'm willing to keep this one a general because, yeah, usually when it comes to that, it's an... We'll put that down as a potential, and I will add a triple positive for an internal continuity. Yeah. Oh God. This is nuts. This is already nuts. So. Yeah. God, even for what seemed like just a little jaunt into Tharbad was a whole bunch of stuff. Because I didn't think there was going to be anything too interesting in Tharbad. And in all honesty, there was going to be anything too interesting story-wise in Tharbad, other than maybe the stuff with Kevin. But yeah. Ugh. Regardless, though, like I said, that's going to do it for today. I'm not going to promise for it to be a long day. I may or may not stream it all tomorrow, but we'll see. And then hopefully either tomorrow on stream or on Discord, I can kind of mention where the hell my schedule is. Because I currently don't have the updated schedule. Whoops. Oh, wait. Yes, I do. Never mind. Oh, wow. Well, that's an interesting schedule. Well, I mean, okay, yeah, if you want to do that, sure. That'll actually give me a break. Thank God. So, I'm not going to promise to stream, I'm not going to promise to stream tomorrow. If I don't, I can tell you right now. If I don't, we'll be back Monday at 9 a.m. Central Standard Time. Because work has decided to pump the brakes on giving me a crap ton of hours. So, yeah, I can actually spend more time streaming. Which is good that this and last week were the weeks where I had crap tons of hours actually. Actually, though, I will say that for one very simple reason. And for one very simple reason, I'm intending to make a big purchase next Friday. Because then my streaming chair will be a recliner. And then I can enjoy this nice and super long game in comfort. And yeah, I do intend to have a new chair. This one has served me well. I'm not trying to diss this one. This one that I'm using, but this thing's going on for this thing has served me well for over this gaming chair I'm currently using has served me well for roughly 3 years now. Actually, I can give you an exact time frame actually because this one I actually bought while I was here. So I just need to go into Discord for a moment. Scroll down. Scroll back up. we haven't encountered that line from Fairy yet. The edgelord loser line, if you're wondering. Hmm? Oh, I can't find it. Yeah. All the way up. Oh, there it is. I put it in general, that's why. Oh, 2 years. Okay, this thing was 2 years. There's as of April. as of near the end of April, this thing will have lasted me 2 years. I thought it was longer than that, but no. Oh, I guess I was actually wrong. Oops. Oh, well. But no, still. Yeah. Well, that's why I'm going for just a recliner. And a recliner on a swivel, Raxor. That's kind of what I'm doing. And that's kind of what I'm going to just do with that. Because then it's just a nice little comfortable recliner. And it's like, yeah, no. Because again, my streams are meant to be kind of just casual affairs. Not really meant to be my job. But at the same time, I'm good lumbar support. Yeah. It would also, I feel like it would make me less antsy, too. Ew. Anyways, I've rambled on long enough. I'm going to start getting ready for work. And I will catch you all next time. Yeah. Agreed, Raxor. Agreed. It's kind of why I'm going for like a nice cushiony thing, but yeah. But anyways, until next time, this is either tomorrow or Monday. This is Blue Wolf Alex of the Lore Walker signing out. Have a good one. We'll see you later.